Hey, yo, Red, you remember the record?
Man, what record you talking about, man?
I'm talking about Ready or Not by the Fugees.
Yeah, man. Who can forget that shit?
Who can forget it? What about like Gone to November by Wyclef Jean?
Another one. What is this, a Fuji thing?
The man is. Hold on. What about Ghetto Superstars by Praz?
What's going on here?
ODB and Maya.
What's going on here?
Yo, what about Do Wop That Thing by Lauryn Hill?
Of course, man. That's a classic. That's a classic. She, as well as you know, just props to all the queens in the fucking hip hop industry game, man.
Amen. What's up, Cornerstoners? My name is Johnny Warbucks, and I'm here with Kalishnikov Red. Welcome to our 29th installment of Remember the Record. Today, 29, man. We're getting older. Today, we're talking about the hit classic, Ready or Not, which was first released as a single back on September 2nd, 1996. But before we talk about any of that, along with the other songs aforementioned, we need to do a little housekeeping over here to give them even more reasons to keep trying to steal our podcast money and give a couple of quick shout-outs.
Hold on. This is unscripted here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to the shout-outs, one major big thing, shout-out to my little homie G, man. Rest in peace. That's why we're doing one episode this month. We just it was unexpected, and it kind of I wasn't there mentally to be able to do the shows. But you know, we're back into the thing now, and she's still here with me, so it's all good. But
oh man, yeah.
But yeah,
R.I.P. in her out, man.
Just had to put that out.
No, all good, man. I mean, November has been crazy, and as a matter of fact, when we get to the thing, we'll break it down a little bit about some of the plans because of stuff like this. But hold up. First off, I gotta ask y'all to follow Remember the Record podcast on your favorite streaming platform. We need help seeing more followers, comments, ratings, and reviews on those platforms. So please, if you haven't already, and you like this content and want to see more of it,
don't subscribe and don't like.
Yeah, man. Why bother?
Yeah, if you like it, don't like it.
I mean, yeah. You hear it just one time, it's not.
If you want to hear more, don't subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't subscribe.
What's the point, man? Follow the Rappers at Corner podcast on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We are all over social media, always trying to interact with our listeners, right? So I'm gonna give a quick state of address. So yeah, like Red was saying, man. I mean, November was rough. You know, I mean, with the loss of G, family stuff, you know, personal stuff. We kind of have an understanding because also it's just like it's the holiday season, right? And there's just a lot popping here at home with all of us, and particularly with the Rappers Corner, where there's 3 individuals plus other individuals for interviews. It becomes hectic. So we're going to attempt to whittle these down to just one episode a month for November, December, and then come January, we're going to pop it back off with our Happy New Year series.
Also, we're thinking about changing up the YouTube. So we're still going to have our videos out here, but we might not have it where it's us. It might just be the logo instead of us. It'd just be more quicker that way to put it up to the actual streaming sites.
We've been trying to focus on the audio element of the show for a while now, and it's where people are listening to podcasts. The videos, as you notice, we've been whittling back on that, right? Like we don't do the photos or any of those things. You know, some of the audios don't have music in the background. It's just YouTube is becoming tricky, and the social, streaming sites, we're able to kind of reach a larger audience. We believe.
I mean, we're still going to be on YouTube. It's not like we're not
see it.
Yeah, you're not going to be not on it.
Yeah.
But instead of having us just in the video, you're going to see our logo and the thing, and hopefully it's entertaining enough. And if you guys really don't like it, talk to us and let us know. We'll change it back. But it's something we're thinking about just to we're going to see how it goes. And if it goes good, we'll keep it. If you guys got an issue with it, you guys want to see our beautiful faces, then
let us know. Let us know, right?
So, especially them ladies out there now.
What up to you ladies? We know who you are. You know who you are. Went to a Bone Thugs and Harmony concert just the other day before the show.
Right there, boys.
Yeah, man.
All right, there's the last one.
Yeah, so look, Crazy Bone doing rough, right? Busy Bone has been split. everybody's kind of focusing on a lot of their solo stuff, but Crazy Bone was there, man. He did his thing, dude.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, man. You could tell, like, he was kind of like always in the cut until it was his point, right? And then he would show back up. It was a shorter show. It was a much shorter show. It started late and ended right on time, basically. A lot of the bonus stuff was, the guests that they had featured on it. And I didn't really know the artists like that, but we heard a bunch of cool stuff out there. It was a good time. Something about the Bone Thug show, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like a reggae show or a yard show. Like, it's hip hop. So heads are bucking and getting crazy and all that. But like, it's just like a come together moment, and it's just people from all walks of life, and they're all just having a good time.
It's interesting because I know we're kind of going off the script here, but I heard you were talking about Bone. This is probably the last time, or it was announced that it was the last time. What I heard now, kind of not Bone, but somebody else that was from retirement coming back, is Tried.
Oh, that'd be kind of dope, man.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's not going to be with the 5-footer.
Yeah, right.
But it's going to be Q-Tip, and it's going to be Jabroni. Is that his name? The DJ Jabroni.
Shoot, I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't. No, it's like
Muhammad,
DJ Muhammad. Yeah, Jabroni's somebody else. But anyways, either way, from what I hear is that they're going to be touring again, and I'm kind of excited because the scenario.
Dude, we can see it, man.
Like all those old school, if we can see it, we will. You know what I mean? But like all those old school songs, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna be without the 5-footer, but like. I mean,
look, Bone with No Busy. A lot of those songs, they just keep skipping over his parts, and some of his parts are some of the best parts. That's just how that works.
I like him around Puerto Rican and Haitian, man.
Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, man. So I'm going to quickly flip over to some photos that I took of some comments. Before we start talking about these songs, I opened it to the rest of the world to see what people had to say. Now, on a basic TikTok, we got a young lady, LK Diamond, LK Diamond. Just 3 fire emojis. She loved the group. I'm with it.
Well, this is just in general the Fugees.
This Fugees right here.
Okay.
A gentleman named Woodrow
Wilson.
Yeah, right. Dude, on my eyes, I'm like old man Withers over here. Wait, what are you doing to me? I'm trying to just zoom in here so I can get this right. Yeah, Hippolyte. Yo, man, Woodrow. Shout out to Woodrow. First off, ROE, like the fish eggs.
Oh, okay.
Woodrow, and then it's Hippolyte, HYPPOLITE. Okay. Is that Hippolyte?
Well, it's like a type of like warrior, like spearman, if I'm correct. In Spanish, it's Hipolitos.
Okay.
But I don't know how it's Hippolyte. I don't know. This is English is second language over here.
Well, and it might be from my man's right here too. All he wrote was, "I had them all." When we were talking about, I put up the photo of all 4 albums, right? Now tell me, because I'm making.
Oh, that's Haitian.
So he's repping repping Haiti out here. Yeah. 3 Haiti flags strong. Now, let's jump over to Facebook. There's a group called Classic Hip Hop. 1973 to 2000.
I remember that group.
Yeah, they're cool peoples, man. There was a little bit of a heated, not I won't call it heated, but there was a little bit of a debate. My man Gregory Cracks from 2Ps Jr. He says the Carnival is the closest we ever got to the score. It's basically the score part 2. It's a criminally underrated album. Now, what do you feel about that? Or do you want to wait until?
Well, we can wait. We can wait. Okay.
Mike Owens pops in, and I believe Mike has actually commented on our show before, but he said the Carnival was a cool album, but nowhere in the vicinity of the score. He had 5 Lauryn Hill features, and not a one of them hit. Ooh, I don't know if that's true.
Well, I don't think that's true.
But I would say
that's the
caliber. Of the 5, were any of them the score records? No.
Not to the caliber of the score.
Gregory's response to that? Okay. Shut up. Meanwhile, my man Vincent the Cohens, he says, Professor says, what you want to do, sell drugs or get a degree. Looked at him and smiled with 32 gold teeth and said, what you make in a year, I make it in a week. We y'all. Mike's fire emojis. Y'all, that is from Street Jeopardy. Yeah, that's from the Wycliffe joint. And I got to tell you, man, Street Jeopardy.
This one is a great song.
That's probably my record off that album. Dude, that record goes hard, dude. I just love the guitar. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Over in the Rapper's Corner, we're going to jump back to the score. Our longtime listener, good friend, Diana Santi, she says, whenever I think of the Fugees, the song Killing Me Softly gets in my head. I think everyone our age used to sing that song all the time. I love their version of the song and think that Lauryn Hill has a beautiful voice. She was also great in Sister Act 2 as well. Which I didn't remember she was in Sister Act 2.
She was like the main singer.
I know.
Like,
I just don't remember.
I think that's how she started off, to be honest.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
Through Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, through Whoopi, man. That's so funny to me. You know what's funny about that song, Killing Me Softly? Like, in an interview, Wycliffe had stated, because this is a Fugees record, right? And Lauryn Hill's singing this cover, right? And to make it a Fugees song, he was like, he adds this guitar, and then also during the hook, Wycliffe goes, one time, and now it's a Fugees record. I think that was his explanation for why he did that. So that to make it not a Lauryn Hill song, it's a Fugees record. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. My sister, shout out to my sister Stacy, love you, man. Randomly sends me a message to the whole family, and she's like, John, this is a great example of good sampling. And she sends the video for We Trying to Stay Alive featuring John Forte and Prize from Wycliffe's Carnival.
That's a really
it's a great how random though. Like she didn't know that we were doing this,
right?
And so I was like, that is why we're legit covering this album on our next episode. I'm gonna throw you into the comment. And she was like, throw me in, as the mashup is stellar and blends seamlessly.
Then why it does.
Good observation, because you know what it is like it's just like that but before it gets to the more peppy whatever, like they loop this.
Yep.
And it's a slick little loop.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I thought that was a good observation. Shout out to my sister. Love you, man. Before I get to that one. Okay, over in classic hip-hop, 1973 to 2000, we also had top contributor Boxy Brown. Shout out to Boxy. He's been sending us some comments in the show previously, but he said coming home every day after school and seeing the video on the box, just a carefree 17-year-old. Absolutely loves Gone Till November, but he says he prefers the remix though, which had R. Kelly and Cannabis on it.
the OG diddler.
Yeah, oh my lands, man. We going there, huh? Yo, so I mean, yeah, man, I'm with it, dog. Like, I prefer the remix as well. We'll get into that.
The remix as well too.
I like the other one. It's nice. It's look,
we'll get into it.
We'll get into it. One last one. Shout out to Necro. All right. He sent a comment. He actually listened to our Necro episode from the Halloween season for Dead Body Disposal. He hit me with a nice little discount where I could cop some new Christmas gear. Dead Body Disposal. I also got a Gory Days shirt, super dope. But he was like, yo, this was dope. He was like, it's a little all over the place. He was like, but thanks for including me in one. And then he also wanted to let the Remember the Record fam, all of my cornerstoners, if you are interested in copping some Necro merch, go to the website, all right? It's necrosuperstore.com. Capital letters, Jesus Saves 10.
That was cool.
Jesus saves 10% off of any purchases. He's got vinyl, he's got shirts, hoodies, he's got all kinds of stuff. So that's really cool. So for anybody who wants to cop something nice, these are high quality shirts. I wore the one to the Bone concert. I wore this one today, and it's feeling really good.
You think you're cool?
I'm feeling good, Yo, so peace, love, Necro. That was really cool of him to respond to us. That was really good.
That's what's up.
Always really neat. With that being said, I think we should go ahead and do the stats.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do sort of like an aggressive speed run stats because again, we were going to do our weekly episodes.
Explain to them, John.
We were going to do our weekly episodes. We were.
Let them know about the parameters.
The parameters. The plan was, November. It's the holiday season. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We got Christmas. We got the holidays. All that stuff is happening. It's the season of friends, family, communities, all of that, right? And so we wanted to, highlight a fam community kind of thing, right? And so we were like, let's do the refugee camp, And so each week we were going to drop solo act versions. We were going to do, Wyclif's Gone Till November from the Carnival. We were going to do Praz's Ghetto Superstar from the Bulwer soundtrack, but also from Ghetto Superstar. We were going to do Doo-Wop That Thing by Miss Lauryn Hill, El Boogie, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and then we're going to round out the entire month by hitting you with the score. And so what I'm going to do today is hit you with the facts, all right?
We're coming at you with all four.
We're going to hit you with all four of them, man, and we're just going to kind of like each category, I'm just going to start listing off everything so that we don't get hemmed up trying to go back and turning this into some 3-hour video. So here we go. First off, the artist is the Fugees. That is Wyclef Jean, Praz, Michael. Is it Michael, Michael?
Michael? I don't know.
Lauryn Hill, right? South Orange, New Jersey, active 1990 through 98. They have recently themselves started making a comeback. They started in 2021 all the way up to right now with a couple of headaches. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill and Praz, they first met at Columbia High School in Maplewood, New Jersey. Praz, Lauryn, and a mutual friend, Marcy Area, formed a musical trio. They called themselves Time, like the herb, right? Time.
Oh, okay.
Praz's cousin is Wyclef, right? He joined the lineup, and then Marcy left soon afterwards in 1990. The moniker,
they were cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins, man.
Interesting.
And another person we'll talk about here in a second, also cousin. So it's a family thing. Mm-hmm. But so the moniker Translator Crew, I don't know if you've ever heard them say that in certain records and stuff, refers to the name of their band at the time, which also included Johnny Wise on drums, Ty bass, who is Jerry Duplessis, and we'll expand on him on bass guitar, and original DJ Hard Hittin' Harry DeJohnette, DJ Leon. They joined the group in 94. And then after Harry left to pursue like a personal career, he was going to be a publicist. Like he bounced out of the music. September 2021, the Fugees actually announced a reunion tour to celebrate 25 years of their album, The Score. On Friday, October 29, 2021, the Fugees announced that they have the reunion tour dates, but they were postponed to early 22. However, on January 21st, 2022, Fugees released a statement saying that they would not be going on tour due to the COVID pandemic. And then the tour got rescheduled again, August 2024, but then it just quietly canceled 3 days before their first show. No reason the customers receiving refunds.
Well, I don't want to speak on Wyclef, but Lauryn she's got a reputation of canceling shows right before, like hours before, and the tickets have already been sold and everything. But like, apart from that, like I know there is like the relationship with the Fugees with each other is like a weird tension.
They got rocky.
Yeah, and so like
that's why they disbanded for a while.
Yeah, I don't, and then we'll get into it, but Praz has legal problems, and I don't think that he's gonna. If they're gonna tour, I don't think it's gonna be with Praz, honestly.
True Haitian, indeed, man.
Because he's looking up to 20 years feds.
God.
So like, I don't.
Lauryn had some problems with that too.
Yeah. I don't think he can leave the state or anything like that. Yeah, Lauryn had problems with that too.
She was on some tax evasion,
right? And then like Lauryn, also got married to the Marleys, one of the Marleys, and like from what I hear is that they kind of were touring on their own with her as well. But yeah, when she, like, honestly, to me, she's always like number one. Is I put her up there with Latifah and MC Light, and for me, those two are like the queens, like the goddesses of hip hop. I mean, no, Moni Love too, but I grew up with Queen Latifah,
MC Light, and Lauryn Hill was the evolution.
Yeah, so you agree? For me, it was just like, yeah, man. But go on with your thing, though. We'll get into the Praz thing.
Right. Just reiterating, we are going to be covering Ready or Not by the Fugees, Gone Till November by Wyclef Jean, Ghetto Superstar, That Is What You Are by Praz, Michael featuring Old Dirty Bastard and Maya, Do Wop That Thing by Miss Lauryn Hill. So as far as singles being released, Ready or Not was released September 2nd, 1996. Listen to how quickly this all went down for these guys. They were out and then boom, you know. Gone Till November was November 25th, 1997. Ghetto Superstar, June 6th, 1998. And then Do Wop That Thing, August 10th, 1998. So it's like back to back to back to back to back.
Doing the same year,
Yeah, I mean, 96, 98, they were just on top of it, man. And this is also including, like, you know, think about it. Lauryn Hill was also featured in Imagine That. And
like Cypress
Hill joint, like Rough House record stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, okay.
First, even Soul Assassins.
They show up on that. Wyclef show up on that. Big Pun. Wyclef show up on that. Like, they were just like boom, boom, boom. First album appearances, obviously, Ready or Not was from The Score, February 13th, 1996. Gone Till November was on Wyclef's The Carnival, June 24th, 1997. Ghetto Superstar first appears on the movie Bullworth original soundtrack, April 21st, 1998. I would say the soundtrack is far better than the movie, personally.
The soundtrack's amazing.
It's a really dope.
Yeah.
I mean, you got dog. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube on it. Yeah. It's got mad heads. Let's see, and then he released his own Ghetto Superstar album October 22nd, 1998. We'll talk about it. Do Wop That Thing, big single from The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which was released August 19th, 1998. I mean, look, we're talking like months away from each other. Boom, boom, boom. Everything was released on Rough House in Columbia, with the exception of the Ghetto Superstar single that was first released through Interscope on the Bullworth original soundtrack. Yeah. But his album was Rough House Columbia. Producers, all right. So we got Ready or Not by the Fugees and Jerry Wanda Duplessis. He's a Haitian producer and Fugees bass player and Wyclef's cousin.
Oh, shit.
And this dude did a lot of the production. We're going to hear this name a couple of times here.
And the sample.
That sample, bro.
The sample.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about the samples, dude. Gone Till November, Wyclef Jean and Jerry Wanda Duplessis, his cousin. Ghetto Superstar, Wyclef Jean and Praz worked together on that. I wonder how much Praz's involvement outside of writing the lyrics, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good question, right? But it says he produced it. He's got producing chops on it. Do Wop That Thing was Lauryn Hill, along with Shay Pope, who is just an executive producer, songwriter. She did work with Lauryn Hill, Kanye West, good music. So, like, you know, big stuff. Vada Nobles, he did Lauryn Hill. He also did records with Rihanna, Hilary Duff. But another executive producer, songwriter, that's their art. Yeah. They're always in the back. Written by, all right. Ready or Not was written by the Fugees and Jerry Wanda Duplessis. Writing credits also go to Delphonics and Enya, obviously, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Gone Till November is the Wyclef Jean, Jerry Wanda Duplessis. Like, it's an original piece. They did everything.
He's a musician. He's Wyclef.
Yeah, you know, he's the guy. He's the one that's producing it, man. Ghetto Superstar, Wyclef Jean, Praz, and Old Dirty Bastard write it, but also writing credits go to the Bee Gees and James Brown, and that's an interesting thing to explain here in a sec. Do Wop That Thing, entirely written by Lauryn Hill. That's her thing.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah, man, I love that one. I love that album. But look, Ready or Not was track 3 on the Score, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Gone Till November is track 10, 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Ghetto Superstar, it's track 2, both on the soundtrack and on his album. Like, good choice there, I guess. 4:26, and then Do Wop That Thing was track 5. On the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album. That is a 5 minute and 20-second record.
I love the video.
But the video is 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Yeah. And we'll definitely chop it up about the music video. Let's talk about samples real quick, and then we'll do some side notes. And I think and certifications. We'll chop this up. But samples, starting with Ready or Not.
Yeah.
That main instrumental is a direct rip from Enya's 1986 track, Boadicea, right?
No, Budokai.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Budokai.
So Budokai.
Talk to me.
Budokai is a historical figure. She was.
I'm dumb.
She was
my bad.
She was a woman who from the what are they called? The Celts. And like,
right, Irish.
She fought. No, the Celts. The Celts are like gigantic. They're not just they're Irish. Scottish.
I mean, but she's Irish.
No, she's British.
What?
Yeah, this is the time of Rome.
God, man, I'm fucking up. No, I'm not talking about Budokai. I'm talking about Enya.
Oh,
yeah, you got me tripping. Don't make me look dumb, man.
Okay. No. Okay, so
thank you. Yeah, okay, Budokai. I understand.
So she was a liberator. She fought against Rome, and her reason is because she saw her daughters get raped.
Oh my God!
And like she was a true woman warrior. Got like super heated. Got all the men rallied up and went and burned different parts of Rome and England. And unfortunately, she died. She died fighting, but they have a statue of her there. So it's Budokai.
Oh, shout out to Budokai.
Yeah,
okay.
And Enya is the musician who named the song Budokai because I think she is Irish or some kind of Nordic.
Enya is Irish.
Yeah.
But
the music is amazing.
It's amazing,
and like the it's really weird because like. My ex had me watch this movie, The Skinwalkers or some shit like that. It's like some B horror movie.
No, I don't know.
And the whole fucking soundtrack is that Enya song.
Yo, let's go.
Just that one Enya song.
Yo, I'm with it though.
Yeah, the whole fucking movie. And I'm like, what is it, Fugees?
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you, top 10, top 20.
Man, we used to freestyle
record. Dude, we freestyle the fuck out. Dude, that beat goes so hard, man. I love that one. The hook is a riff off of the Delphonics 1968 soul classic, Ready or Not, Here I Come.
Yeah.
Can't Hide from Love. Gonna find you. It's the same kind of thing, but it's like, what does it make me think of? I mean, it's like, it's just soul, right? Isn't that Ready or Not?
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah. It's two different, from Enya to that.
To blend them on top of each other is so vicious.
That's a good fucking thing.
And then Praz does a line where you got El Boogie kind of singing along in the background where he's like the Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta, and it's the way that she sings it. That's definitely legend Bob Marley, the 1983 classic of the same name. And then of course when Wycliffe, again supported by Boogie, he says, "If I ruled the world," like, well, he says, "If I ruled the world," but she's like, "If I ruled the world." Okay. That's referencing that golden era hip hop classic by Curtis Blow of the same name. But of course, however, this is definitely in direct reference
what's crazy
to Lauryn Hill's hook from that Nas Platinum smash.
What's crazy is when I was doing
imagine that.
When I was doing the beats for the beat for this background for this episode.
What you're enjoying at this moment.
I had to chop and cut through and figure out certain parts of each song to put onto this one song.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing "Ready or Not," or no, "If I Rule the World." And for a second I was like, wait a second, is this? Because I only had that, I took the vocals out, so I only had the acapella.
Yeah.
And then you had the music, and I was like, is this Nas?
Yeah.
Do the right one? But yeah. Literally
like 3 months prior to the release of Ready or Not, this song is making platinum money. Like, Ready or Not, or I mean, If I Ruled the World, imagine that.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of Nas' biggest records of all time, and Lauryn Hill was a part of it.
Yeah.
So she was blowing up before, you know, and that's.
Wait, was she there when we went to see Nas?
No, but everybody else was. Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm at this point. Yeah. I won't be surprised if Q-Tip walks out,
right?
Because like he was bringing out like AZ, and like I was like heads that we weren't expecting at all, you know. Like that was a dope concert too. Shout out to Nas, man.
Yeah, Nas, man.
You know, super dope. Let's bounce over to Gone Till November. So this is a completely original piece by Wycliffe, outside of like a single line where he sings lifestyles of the rich and famous, some die with the name, some die nameless, right? And that's a riff off of the hook from the 1995 hit Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous by the Lost Boys, another Haitian African crew, right? Like so,
and that we covered too.
That we covered our very first episode, our pilot. Shout out to Lost Boys, and that's a great record. And it's also, and I don't know why I didn't write this down, but it's also mentioned. He does a little knock knock on heaven's door.
Yeah.
He does a little Bob Dylan in there too.
Yeah. And who appears in the video?
Yeah. Bobby show up in the video, man. Do you remember? Like, yeah. We'll chop it up in the videos, but yeah, that's crazy, right? For Ghetto Superstar. All right, this is really interesting. So the main instrumental is this clever snippet loop from the beginning of 1973's "Under the Influence of Love," which is a song by Love Unlimited, whose major success actually stems from being like the sister-cousin background vocal trio recorded and performing with Barry White.
Hold up,
one of the sisters ends up marrying Barry White.
That's interesting, but when you hear this song, like on what did I hear it on? It's either YouTube that I heard it on, or I heard it on Apple Music. But you hear the beginning of the intro where it's like that Busta Rhymes song.
Right? And you hear him say like Wyclef or whatever. Or Prod, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, interesting. I don't remember that part of the song, but yeah.
So what's interesting about this is when you listen to the song, it's this it is literally like just this one tiny snippet. Because when you listen to the song,
you know what that sounds
by
like?
Love Unlimited, it's really dope. Like,
but that sounds like the Sanford song.
Oh, I hear it. I hear that. Yo, that's crazy. Whoops, like, Yo, so I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. The other part that's interesting is that the hook itself takes inspiration and, sonic interpretations from Islands in the Stream. We're islands in the stream to another place. Like, it's right, but that's that 1983 duet by country legends Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. They don't get writing credits.
No, they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. You know why? Because it was written by the Bee Gees.
Well, there you go.
And that's why the Bee Gees get writing credits on Ghetto Superstar. But when people hear that, they're like, that's like Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. So I thought that was kind of.
And then the Bee Gees are also
the Gibb brothers,
man.
Oh, word! That's right, because they show up on Carnival after this. Yeah, man, like back to back. I guess it's like we getting this cash on Ghetto Superstar.
I guess so.
We need to cash in on his own. Yeah, because Staying Alive, which my sister was talking about. Yeah, great. And another like really tiny snippet.
But done so
very nice.
Yeah,
where you know what it is. Man. So also during the hook, you'll hear a slowed down sample of James Brown's famous 1970 soul classic, Get Up, Get Into It, Get Involved, Get On Up. You hear that in the hook. Yo, and Maya does an incredible interpretation of that island joint. Sounds great, beautiful stuff. Now, doo-wop that thing.
All right, this song.
We'll get to the video, but it's everything about it, right?
Yeah.
So the hook and riff is a sample, which actually inspires the main instrumental, right? So it's from the Fifth Dimension's 1971 Sunshine psychedelic pop soul record, Together, Let's Find Love. So legitimately, this one piece, this bum, 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 right? That. And then everything else is there. It's Lauryn Hill's. You know what I mean?
See, that's how I like producing. I like doing that kind of
right. You would never make the connection because she just they developed this piano, the dun 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 dun, like do this, let's do like this doo-wop thing, just in connection to something that's not doo-wop at all.
Yeah, see, that's the beauty of hip hop, man.
It's so cool. I thought that was really, really interesting to find out, and it's all because of just that one little dun dun dun. Yeah. And they're like, where can we go from there?
Yeah. See, I love doing that because you're like, where can we go from there? That is the epitome of like when my thought process. I'm like, I'll be like, I've sampled that. It's like, just an example, like dun 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 dun, right? But it'd be like dun dun. That's it.
And just dun 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 dun. Turn it into something completely
different. Man.
Yeah, I love that too, man. I want to say it was the Executioners. They had this one track on their album where there's this part where like they do a chop and you hear this dun, 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 dun. It's legitimately just the first like dun, that you hear from Triumph. Wu-Tang's Triumph, right? It's just the first piece. But they go dun, 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 they turn it into like an instrument itself. And I think it's so fascinating.
I made a beat once that had the Chubb Rock. The it's off of that I think
number
it's
one,
the Two of Us.
Yeah, two. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
That one like punch that thing. I like had that and I like sampled it and I was like, yeah, man. And when you hear it, you're like, oh, that's Chabrog, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I fucks with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too, man. I always think that's really interesting. I love like the raw rip. I mean, I'm a Dr. Dre fan.
I love it too when it's done correctly.
The Ready or Not, right? Like
so many songs,
one of the best.
Some of those,
and it's literally just cut and paste.
No, I mean it is what it is, man. I mean in that sense, but you know, I did a version of Ready or Not with that sample, chopped it up, and to me it sounds a little bit better.
I think what it is, man, is that if you're gonna do a raw chop like that,
I didn't copy the whole thing. It was just that dun dun and then do like.
Right,
you know, like
which I rock with.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do the raw chop, you got to do it like this, right? What they're doing is they're taking the instrumental, and instead of just on a hook being like, ooh,
yeah,
they do this other thing. They do the Delphonics on top of it, and you hybridize these two records.
That's the thing.
And I think a lot of the big ones, that's what they're doing, right? Like the big Dr. Dre records, there's always like the beat.
Yeah.
But then they do this other thing, right? Yeah. And I think that that's what makes those records special, right?
No,
because you're right. Otherwise, it's just a raw rip. It's kind of like.
But don't get me wrong. I mean, Ice Cube has it, Dre has it, and they're good songs. Fugees, but Fugees did it differently. Fugees did it differently. I as a producer, I just like to delve more into the intricacies instead of just
respect
ripping the raw.
Respect.
But there are some good shits out there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's talk about the numbers real quick. Certifications. Ready or Not was a U.S. platinum record, UK 2 times platinum record, gold in Denmark, Italy, and Germany. The album went 7 times platinum. It was a double diamond record.
Yeah,
it was a massive. The score.
You remember how it was?
Just boom.
Everywhere. Like Deanna said in that comment, everybody
Killing Me Softly.
Everybody back in that generation
had no idea Dolly Parton had anything to do with it.
Yeah, was just singing those songs. You know what I mean? And it was like, or either that, even if
wait a minute, I wasn't. I'm thinking of
Glory Gaynor.
You know who I'm thinking? I was thinking of Whitney Houston when I said that.
No,
I Will Always Love You.
Yeah.
You know, that was a Dolly Parton record.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's Whitney's song.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
It's Whitney's song.
Yeah.
And even Dolly, I think, covered it from somebody else.
I want to say that one song, bro, I don't know the name of the it's like Roxanne, not Roxanne. It's
Roxanne.
No, it's name. It's like how
UTFO. Roxanne.
No. Dolly Parton is talking to a girl about
Jolene.
Like, but then you hear like what's somebody else. I want to say Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus killed it.
Yeah, so
Miley Cyrus killed it. I still look. I'm gonna give it to Dolly on that one.
I gotta give it to Dolly.
But Miley's is great.
But Dolly's is the best.
Yeah, that one you can't front. And I think even Jolene. I think she even did that from somebody else.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's originally her. Yeah, I don't think it's originally her. I want to sample that. Make hip hop.
Yo, that'd be a dope record.
Yeah,
Jolene.
Yeah,
like everything about that fits. Yeah. Let's go. For Gone Till November, right? We got a U.S. platinum record, UK silver, gold in New Zealand. The album went 2 times platinum, so it was another big success story. Ghetto Superstar, U.S., UK, Norway, in New Zealand, Germany, Belgium, Austria, Australia, platinum. I mean, this thing was everywhere.
The movie too, you know what I mean?
The movie tie-in, Sweden 2 times platinum. France, Netherlands, it was gold. Like this was a massive record too. However, Ghetto Superstar, Praz's album, sold 175,000 copies.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like a third of the way or half of the way to gold. Like sadly, it went wood. And we'll talk about it, I think, here in a moment as to maybe why. But the doo-wop, That Thing, US, Denmark, gold, UK platinum, Australia 2 times platinum. That album is a diamond album.
That's a great album.
And it gets its respects. And in the side notes, we're going to break down a little more on it too. As far as charts go, Ready or Not, number 22 US R&B hip hop airplay. Number 34 US rhythmic. It was number 1 in the UK and Macedonia. You know, shout out to Macedonia, man. That's where I got people out there.
I like Alexander the Great.
Hey, Greeks might have a.
Yeah, true that.
It's like dude. Every time I talk to anybody from either camp, it's a little tough. I mean, it's lighthearted today.
It's lighthearted today. But I mean, ideally, no. Realistically, historically speaking.
Oh my God, here we go.
King Philip was Macedonian.
Yeah.
King Philip was Macedonian. That was his father.
Oof.
So I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
All right, washing my hands clean from this one. Now I don't want no beef.
No.
Yo.
Because honestly, the Greeks kind of introduced me to Alexander the Great too. So you know.
So with
the Hellenistic age,
Gone Till November was a #1 U.S. Billboard dance single sales. #2 hot rap song. #9 hot R&B hip hop. #19 on Rhythmic. Okay, now Ghetto Superstar. This one is interesting to me. So we got #2 U.S. Billboard Rhythmic, #8 hot R&B hip hop, #15 hot 100, #19 hot rap songs, #21 pop airplay. Ghetto Superstar was also #37 on hot Latin songs.
Really?
Yo, Billboard is wild, dude. Like whatever ends up on the radio and gets that
crazy.
play, that's where it go, right? And so it ends up #37 on hot Latin songs. Ghetto Superstar. Got nothing. Got a country sample. You got a soul beat. You got like straight '90s gutter rap, Old Dirty Bastard.
And then the demographics is 30. Is the
hot Latin people just loving it. Yo.
That's interesting.
Isn't that funny? That's funny to me, dude. I gotta quickly jump over here real quick because I'm an idiot.
This guy doesn't know.
Don't know what I'm doing, man. Don't know what I'm doing.
Nah, but Fugees, man. I mean, shit. Just the impact that they had back when we were kids, man. Like it was either it's strong in my opinion, that one, or it was food. Nah. It's the way, man.
Well, that was our first one.
That's what I'm saying.
That was our first one, but like, ready or not.
No, I'm just saying, like,
it literally built.
I'm saying everybody was either singing those songs.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, though.
That's
I hear
what I'm saying. Like, that was.
I want to make sure I give Lauren her respect. So her song "Doo Wop" that was a U.S. Billboard Hot 100, UK hip hop. I can't help it, man. Every time I hear these horns, man.
It's the fucking train.
8 Mile, dude. It just hits you. Number one U.S. hot rap songs. #1 Rhythmic. #1 Billboard Hot 100. UK, it's #1. Dude, it's
#1 everywhere.
Exploded everywhere, dude. That was a massive record for Lauryn Hill and the camp, right? Like big record. So let's go into some quick side notes and then we're gonna talk about it, right? Ready or Not was not actually released as a commercial single. And in an interview with Praz I was watching, he was explaining that they actually capped it. They capped it because they didn't want they wanted people to go buy the album. So they actually shut it down. Otherwise, this thing I think would have easily been a platinum single. But like, so it's ineligible for Billboard Top 100, 200. But the Fugees issued that gangster rap scene, making them one of the most significant alternative hip hop groups and one of the first hip hop acts alongside the Roots to perform with live instrumentation. The Score was the second hip hop group ever to be nominated for a Grammy for Album of the Year, right? Nomination. Before that, it was MC Hammer's Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him back in 91. That was the first nomination. Lauryn Hill's Miseducation was the first hip hop album to win Album of the Year back in 1999. You ready for this? Only one other group did it. There's no way you'd ever guess it because I was like...
Is it the Bee Gees?
No, hip-hop.
Oh, hip-hop. Oh,
Album of the Year, hip-hop group. After the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Can you guess? Can you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, the dude. And when you hear it, you're gonna be like, wait, what? So it's Outkast. They got it in 2004. Album of the Year, duo album, Speaker Box and The Love Below.
What?
None of the other albums that they put out was album of the year.
Because I like
now there's hip hop album of the year, whatever. We talking about album of the year.
When you said Outkast, I wasn't surprised. Outkast,
of course,
but I was surprised at that album.
That it was that one.
Yeah, like come on.
Even Stankonia, I'm going back.
See, for me, it's Aliens.
Aliens would have been it.
That's like my.
No, I guarantee you, they won album of the year hip hop.
Yeah.
For that album.
It's album of the year.
But we're talking about album of the year, all genres, everybody.
Right.
And after them, nobody. No hip hop. That's it.
That's crazy.
MC Hammer got nominated.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill wins it. And then it's it's Speaker Box.
Damn, Lauryn Hill, man. Yeah. You're holding it down. You're the queen, man.
She's the queen for a reason, man.
Like,
now, Former United States President Barack Obama, he actually named the Fugees single "Ready or Not" his favorite song ever, which is kind of interesting. I know, don't worry about it. We ain't talking about it. We ain't going into it. But I'm just saying that's pretty huge that you get into that. You know, you in the White House. Hey, all right.
Look, I have an issue with Jay-Z in the White House.
Yo, hey,
but that's me.
Hey, all right. So beyond that, all right, the group has sold over 22 million records worldwide and are one of the biggest selling hip hop groups of all time.
I never have dinner with the president.
I never have dinner with the president. All right. When I see your ass again, I'll be hesitant.
All right, there you go.
Yo, all right, let's talk about it.
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
Talking food. Yeah, I think we out of time, man. It's already done. Time for the games.
No, all right, Fugees, man. During the 90s, when they came out, it was just an amazing thing, man. I remember, like I said, it was either you're going to be saying, "Strawman, my baby," or, you know, "La la la," or just anything that, even,
I'm Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, but like, I Only Got Eyes for You. They like covered it. They like covered the.
Oh, word. Who's my man? Vinny. What was the name of that group, man? The Four Seasons.
Yeah.
What's my man's name?
I can't.
Wow.
I can't remember right now.
Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
But what's the name of the damn guy?
Man, I can't remember.
Frankie Valli.
Frankie Valli. Yeah, with the mob.
Can't keep my eyes off of you.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. Can't keep my eyes off of you.
Yo, it's interesting, man, because they do a lot of this, right? No Woman, No Cry,
yeah.
Killing Me Softly. Like they do regular song covers.
No, and you.
That's why Gone Till November, straight up. I honestly thought that was a cover.
Yeah, I thought that was a cover too, but then I was like, but at the same time, I'm like, I see the passion that Wyclef is singing with, and like that's his. You know what I mean?
And it's also street smart. Like he learned to play that instrument on his own, right?
Yeah,
like he didn't go to school for music theory.
Yeah.
Like he self-taught.
All right, but look, to be honest though, like, not a big fan of Wyclef's. Like, okay.
What about wait a minute? The Carnival?
No, right. See, to me, the best Fuji is Lauryn Hill. To me, right?
Out of the three?
Out of the three for me.
Man, we jumping ahead on these games,
right?
Man.
But so without Lauryn Hill and without Pras, Wyclef by himself. It's like, how can I explain this? He's not bad. He's a talented person. But I just feel like you have to be a certain type of person to really enjoy that type of stuff. Like, Guantanamera, like, for me, is a great song.
Dope.
Like, there's a couple songs in that album that I love. But, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for like, if you're not Latin like that, you really won't enjoy it, like, as much as I would enjoy Guantanamera. As opposed to somebody who hasn't heard that song before.
You get records like Street Jeopardy.
Right? Yeah. And then you get Street Jeopardy,
which is an amazing record, no matter who you are.
Right.
If you're a hip hop.
But I just wish there was more of
I agree with you.
Records like that kind of.
That's why in our boy in the comment section, right, when he said something about it being this close to like the Score Part 2, and the other dude was like, I don't know, because I agree with I don't know. I agree because there are only like a handful of really like banger records on there. And then the pop ones are dope, right? Because they are what they're supposed to be. But there's a couple of joints where he's just kind of going, man. I don't know, man.
And like the Fugees, the Score, I mean, you're just like, that's
just one after the other.
Yeah, that's like every song.
Every record.
And then like I don't know, I guess it was just such a big, like the Score was such a big impact in my life, and I think all our generation lives. That when you hear,
it's a good album.
But then when you hear Wyclef, you're thinking, okay, it's going to be as good. But it's not that it's bad. It's just not the same. It's different. It's its own thing. Because there's some banger songs on that album. But this album, or the Score, is just every song. And you're like kind of expecting it. And I feel like that is like an issue with Pras and Wyclef. Because with Lauryn, like I kind of still feel the connection.
She's a mega star.
The connection between her album and the Fugees album, I do feel like a connection there.
I originally, when I was listening to, I'm not gonna to be transparent. Like this is my first time studying the Carnival. Guantanamera was cool. You know, Stay Alive was cool. Gone to November is cool. The remix is way better. But like.
But this, I got
none of them were like, I need to go get this album.
See, I got one that but I ended up getting the album, right? Because I got it because of One Tanamera.
Yeah, sure.
And but there's another song on that album that is, for me, is worth getting, but I don't understand a word they're saying.
Yo, right? I know which one you're talking about. It's Fez,
yeah,
whatever.
It's
We'll talk about it when we get to the games, but like that record was fascinating to me. And you know, you and I are more open to stuff like that.
Same Fezzy.
Yeah, same Fezzy. And they're just talking, they speak Creole French, right?
Yeah. So we're more open to that.
We're open to that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the person that wasn't.
But a lot of people that aren't doing the crime, they're like, I don't understand this. I can't relate to it. How am I supposed to rock with this?
So that's why I think that
if the shit sounds good, I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, that's same with me.
You know?
And that's why I think that like this album, compared to like the score, isn't what
it's disconnected because of the intent of it, right?
Yeah.
The refugee, the refugee part.
Because he went hard with being Haitian.
Yeah.
On the Carnival. And he was always being Haitian in the Fugees too, but he went hard with it, which is cool and it's a beautiful thing. But it's not what the Fugees.
It's not the direct connection.
Yeah, and see, okay, with Praz, like,
did you listen? You listened to the album?
Well, okay, I'll be honest with you. I haven't heard.
You skimmed through the album.
I skimmed through that album, but I heard more of his later albums. Like,
oh, word, okay.
Yeah, so from what I've gathered from his later albums, right? There's no connect between.
Praz made money off of Ghetto Superstar, the song, where he was like, I need to recreate this. This is what's paying the bills. And at the time, when we think about when it was released, we've got the whole bad boy flashy suit shit. There's a lot of club music, right? Like out in the world during the time when Praz comes out. So Praz, legit, all of the social, political, dynamic stuff that defines a major piece of what the Fugees are.
We went the other way.
He pushes it to the side.
So that's
every fucking skit. It's just the name dropping. Like it's like somebody calling, "Hey man, I heard your album coming out. We excited about it. Sound like a banger." And it's like a who's who. Like everyone from like. Fuck, even the dude from like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, just want to say, hopefully we can do a show on your house one day, like, all that shit.
Which in turn leads to his legal stuff. He has like 10 charges against him, and he's facing 20 years and felony charges. I mean, we're not talking about. I mean, tax evasion is one thing, and that was Lauren, but he's doing that and a whole bunch of other like mafia-related things.
Prize, man. That's
damn,
like, there could have been a lot to talk about on these records that I think would have been kind of enlightening, you know. And instead, it's just literally popping bubbly and shaking your ass shit, and like every fucking record.
And see, so then I in the later albums, in the later records that I heard from him, he went. It makes sense because he went straight up and down, like no joke about it. Electronic trap, sound, and he's trying to rap like the trappers, and it's not good. See, like Ice Cube just dropped an album, by the way, and that album he does do a little trap thing, but he flows like him, like Cube. So it's like, okay, that's cool, you know.
Praz raps like Praz on Ghetto Superstar.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like
we never hear Ready or Not. Praz.
No, and that's the thing too. Ghetto Superstar. To be honest with you, like I didn't like that song. I still don't really like that song. Like,
I love that record. ODB is like in his classic form. Maya was super hot at the time.
ODB is the only reason I like that record.
Word, no, that beat is dope.
Like, I'm not a fan of. I wasn't a big fan of Maya like that, and
Maya was at the bottom of my tier list of those singers at the time for sure. I mean, there was just better out there.
Yeah, and then
but I like her.
Yeah. I mean, she's not my. Then Praz. Like I just wasn't.
But see, I love Praz. The Buffalo Soldier.
I like his voice. I love his flow, but
he's dope.
But that persona
that never happened.
That persona outside of the Fugees is
He literally drops it.
He's like an opportunist.
You know the record is an opportunist record.
It is.
Look, I love LL Cool J, but that like the Definition album where it's legit like Lil Jon was bumping. All of the house cats that were doing Jamaican Hall, all that stuff, Jamaican house music. We're Big, Elephant Man, all that stuff's on the radio, right? And so he puts out an entire album. Let me get your hits, bro. Like the whole album is like that. See me up in the club. You're like, what are you doing, LL? He's getting paid.
Yeah.
But he turned me off.
Yeah.
You know. But on this one, Praz does that tenfold. Like every single record. There's like 2 tracks that I fuck with. One of them because it's got Cannabis on the joint, and Cannabis is like in his prime. Cannabis.
Yeah.
He fucking wrecks it.
Well, I mean that time was his prime.
That was when he was up.
Yeah.
And until he got shot down by Wyclef.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't call the last album. I can't call it. Wyclef spoiled it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But no, okay. So going back to Wyclef, I like him as a musician. I like him as
he's talented beyond belief.
But then there was a lot of scandal. I don't know if you know about his Haitian donation money.
What was the name of that foundation? He really focused a lot of his energy into that.
Yeah, and that foundation ended up stealing a lot of money.
Oh, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah. So there's a lot. This is family Thanksgiving. It's either
doing this for the people, y'all.
Wyclef took that money, or the foundation took that money.
Oh man, that sucks.
So there was, and then he remember when he ran for president of Haiti.
I do remember.
and people were like, "Nah, he stole our money. That's why he lost."
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, and Lauryn Hill,
all of them,
playing
games with money.
Yeah.
It's maybe, and look, I mean, when you talk about it, like Praz in that interview I was listening to, he was fucking homeless, bro.
Yeah,
he was homeless. Yeah. And when they first came out, they were this, Haitian, refugee camp. I mean, they were in their first album. Think about this. What's that called? Blended Reality? What was that one called?
What?
The first album.
Yeah, man. What is?
I think it was called Blended Reality, shit like that. And it's hard for me to remember. I mean, look, outside of Nappy and Vocab, I don't really know much about it.
Let me ask you something though, real quick, kind of off the subject, but on the same subject. Now that you brought the first album into the thing, real quick, would you compare or consider a comparison or some kind of connection between Diggable Planets and
Word, because of this? Well, I mean, again, they were sort of the pioneers, one of the few pioneers of that whole neo soul funk jazz.
Yeah. And it was a woman with 2 guys.
Yeah.
And it was not so gangster, you know what I mean?
They ushered in a new era from gangster rap.
And then the Fugees' original name for was what, Time?
Time, the herb.
How more hippie can you get than that?
And that's exactly what they were.
And that Diggable Planets is what's her name's Butterfly?
Yeah.
How more hippie can you get than that?
Yeah.
So it's
I hear that comparison.
It's interesting. Like hip hop's got hippies.
But think about this. This album was released on Rough House Records, right? Mm-hmm. So you got Cypress Hill.
Yeah, but right? All of them go hard.
The same year that this Blended Reality joint come out, Cypress Hill's doing numbers.
Yeah.
They're hitting gold. They're hitting gold, whatever, higher with their records. Their album comes out, and they don't even sell some 200,000 records. They don't even sell, it was just as bad as Praz's release, right?
Yeah.
And they gave him a second shot. And they gave us they gave us the score.
The score was amazing. And if you compare the first album to the score, it's so different.
So different. But I do fuck with the first.
The first one.
There's a lot of good shit on there, particularly the remixes that came out afterwards.
No, there's something interesting.
But Boogie really shines on the score, I think.
There's 2 other things. So there's another remix album.
Yeah, unreleased or whatever, bootleg.
Yeah, and I have that one.
Yeah, that one's dope.
Yeah, and it's really dope, but it's you hear and I don't know if this was in the shit for the thing for the skits, or he uses this as the skits, but I don't know if this was real or not. But you hear Wyclef be like, "Yo, why are you using our music without paying us? It's time we have a meeting. You know you're gonna end up paying us." Click, and then another one be Lauryn Hill be like, "We need to have a meeting. I'm gonna get my agent." Click.
Yo, you can kind of hear the internal riffs right then and there. It was money from the day one.
But then what I hear, which is also, and I don't know, this may be hearsay, so I don't want to be spreading hearsay, but I'm gonna spread it anyways. Apparently, Lauren got pregnant by one of them.
Fuck, spilling the tea.
And the other one got pissed off. and this is one of the reasons why they end up breaking up.
It was him. It was her and Wyclef.
Wyclef, yeah, and I want to say like Pras, because Pras was like, I had no idea. Like this was kind of out of nowhere, and then boom, boom, boom. Now there's this situation.
These groups, man. Heads just can't ever keep it.
Nah, I don't know how true that is. You look into it yourself. You Google's a son of a bitch, but it's there. So
let's take each of these albums and talk about them with the music video for the song that we're featuring real quick. Bet. That way we can keep it kind of moving.
I said bet.
Music video for Ready or Not is directed by Marcus Nispel. It ushers in the bank-breaking movie-like hip-hop videos. This thing's got a price tag. This music video.
This video, like
Puffy's victory joint.
No. I was gonna say the Going Back to Cali by Biggie.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh no, you're thinking Hypnotize.
Yeah,
Hypnotize.
And Hypnotize. You're right. And what was the other one I was gonna say? But like those
Triumph. Wu-Tang's Triumph was also a massive money drop.
But I was gonna say no. What this video makes me feel like. It's Nas Got Your Phone Checked. Like I don't know why, but those like two worlds colliding make this, because you hear like the walkie-talkies.
Yeah. Oh, right. In the video, and you hear the helicopters, like the submarine noises.
Yeah, the beginning is awesome.
It's so good.
It's awesome.
So good. This video, $1.3 million, courtesy of helicopters, explosions, sharks, and chase scenes. Pras.
It's like a movie.
Pras was saying, heads are dropping $15 on an album. We want to give them a good video in return. But they were one of the first people where these guys were and think about it, they sell 200,000 best on the first joint. They come out with the score,
and then they put them.
And they're like, let's drop $1.3 million. At the time, it was. It was the most expensive music video. Dude, it was crazy. But as far as the video itself, right? So it starts off opening, say, chapter 2, in the year of the rat.
The year of our Lord.
That's what I think I was going to say. But the Fugees' quest for justice and battle against intolerance continues, right? So we got Pras. He's being chased on a jet ski with a dozen helicopters hunting our refugee while water explosions are popping off. Real
quick. You know what I do like about their fatigues and how they dress is that if you look at them, cause I be looking for fatigues too, but they're baggy as shit.
They are baggy.
I'm man, that's so.
When they sit in the sub, it's pants are
running through the water.
Yeah. It's dude, it's so dope though. I love it. We get cut to this underwater with sharks. We see a submarine. That's where the Fugees are posted up. They're singing and they're rapping. We get interwoven headshots of each artist. It's got a black background with these bright lights kind of on their faces. It kind of reminds me a little bit of an interrogation room, when it's just them rapping or singing, right? Wyclef begins. When he begins, we see the scenes of him being detained in a stone cave-like refugee camp prison, and there's a police officer interrogating him. Whooping his ass. Vicious beating. Pras lands on this island. I guess it's supposed to be an Alcatraz kind of thing, right? They get on this island. Pras lands there. He connects with Lauren, who's got this Jeep set up for him.
It's all guerrilla tactics.
It's so we sneaking in and getting this thing. But then Pras takes this Jeep and he plows it through this the wall. Through the wall, a stone wall. This Jeep. It must have been a tank or some shit. He plows through the joint and he rescues Wyclef. And so Pras and Clef, they're you see him running on the camp and through the camp. Yeah, there's all these explosions happening. And it's you're right. Not only is it guerrilla tactics, but even the cameras
it's
all
Rambo.
Yeah. It's so crazy, man. You see him running with soldiers on the beach. They find motorcycles and they just fly off on motorcycles. They're being chased by more helicopters. Then they link up with Hill, who's she's on a bike. So she get out. They're being chased or whatever, and then they crash into these rocks. They crash, and they roll down this hill or whatever. And then they like just on foot. They're like, "Fuck it, go to the dock." And so like they run into the docks and they jump into this water. We see them underwater with fucking sharks, like real sharks. Right?
Weren't they getting shot at?
Then there's like, and they're being shot at, and you see like Navy SEALs. Yeah. Like there's just one like close-up shot underwater with Wycliffe. He's got an eye patch on. He's like, like crazy. I don't know why that one shot sticks out more than anything. Because I guess like at the ending of a lot of music videos, that's like one of the last things we see. But like, so they're swimming to. They swim to a submarine, right? They're like, just man, you want to be like a refugee? Like that's how it was done. Yep. And they swim out and they land in the submarine where they've been rapping, and they safe. They escape the threat.
It's a cool video, man.
It's so fucking wild.
These are the videos we grew up with.
Yo, it's so good.
Like it wasn't just. I mean, there's some videos where you just sit in the car or whatever, but like,
right.
Other videos, you were like in there in the jungles with them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, and it's just that's the era. Yo, I actually have a memory. This album must have came out, I think it was fifth or sixth grade, right? For us, give or take. Because it was still like the video was on rotation. It was brand new music video. I had only seen
it was because it was either like I want to say it was 7 because I wasn't with H yet, and I was with this other girl with K, and I remember like that was her favorite song. So that was 7th, 8th grade.
I was kicking it with the dude Andrew. So like, I feel like this is Terror Center shit.
No, this has to be like
dropping our government.
Probably like in the summer going into 7th or something
maybe.
Like that.
That's probably it. That's it. Because that's right. It was released during the summer. Yeah. But like, I was having like a sleepover or one of them joints, hanging out with my homies, playing games and all that stuff, watching shows. And I remember seeing that music video, and we were watching MTV or one of them, right? And they're like, call in to like request your favorite song or whatever. And we were like, yo, let's do that.
I think it's Rap City, man.
Maybe it was Rap City. So I was like, let's do it. Brand new. So like we had only seen it. I had only seen it once, and I was telling him about it. And so when they give us the number, I'm like, yo, let's call it. And so we call in, and we're like, yes, we'd like to request Ready or Not by the Fugees. And we wait. Number one, boom, it pops up. And we were like, we did that. We were freaking out. We're like, oh my God. Yeah. And of course, it's because this is like a massive record, but we did it. It was our phone call. We put it out. Though, it was such power. Yo, I thought that was so cool.
Time before the internet.
Yeah, you had to call a hotline that they told you the number on the show.
Screen.
Call in. Caller, you on the air.
No, that was such good times.
Yo, I love it.
No, but that album, man, it was really good. It was one of it knocked out a lot of other albums.
I mean, when we get to the games, and we'll kind of go down that lineup. But man, that album front to back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
So with Gone Till November, all right, Wycliffe music video directed by Francis Lawrence, and it was filmed at LAX, right? It features a cameo appearance, as we said before, with Bob Dylan when he's singing about knocking on heaven's door. The remix video, we get Cannabis and Destiny's Child making cameos, but R. Kelly, who was actually on the remix with Cannabis, does not show up in the music video. Not sure what happened there.
The diddlers.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe that I don't know. I don't remember like that era. Like he might have just been busy.
Yeah.
He was everywhere.
He was
huge.
Yeah.
Gone Till November, it starts off Refugee Camp Films presents. They're making a movie, you know what I mean? Like it's a film. We get followed by the title card, right?
I will say this though, real quick. Their videos,
high quality,
all of them, all Fugees or
their solo joints, all of them, big money is involved somehow.
Really
I mean, to get LAX, you'd have to shut it down, right?
Yeah, that's money, man.
That's not cheap. We got Wyclef working in the LAX airport. He's behind baggage claims. He's also we show him as like a passenger. He's coming in with his guitar. He's getting ready to hop on a plane, and he's going through TSA. There's this mother with a small child that is looking at Wyclef while he's walking, and while he's singing, like the kid is singing the lyrics to Wyclef. It's kind of wild. We see a similar situation come the second hook. There's an old man sitting down, and when Wycliffe passes him, he starts singing "Gone Till November." The rest of the video kind of just shows Wycliffe passing by. There's these different people that walk by that are Wycliffe.
Yeah.
Right? Like Wycliffe in the hip hop gear he's walking through and all that. There's this woman that we see running after somebody in the airport. Comes to find out it's Wycliffe, of course.
And he's gone till November, baby.
Yep. We see Wycliffe playing guitar next to Bob Dylan in the waiting area to board. There's a live orchestra playing in the center of the airport, and you see the woman running through that orchestra to try to catch up to Wycliffe before he boards the plane, but misses him, and it ends with her, watching the plane leave through the window as the video ends. And she's sad. He's gone till November.
Really quick though, you said orchestra. So the Fugees, there's this like mix, right?
Yeah.
With like some symphony and some DJs where they take the Fugees at the Ready or Not, and like they have like symphonies playing it with like DJ cuts.
Yo, let's go.
And well, no, it's like a music video.
I'm checking it out.
But it has like these cuts where it's like about like peace in the world. It has like Martin Luther King like one of his speeches like cut into it.
Let's go.
It has this Afghan girl who like won the Nobel Peace Prize, and she's all like, we have money for tanks, but we don't have money for peace in the schools. Like they're all like cut in, like with DJs, and with the background with the radio and the symphony.
Oh man!
God damn, man! Like yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I never saw that, man. That's wild.
Yeah, it's really fucking amazing.
The remix video they do another video for Gone Till November, the remix, and it's also recorded at LAX. But the difference,
that's the remix. Right?
Yeah, it's the one with Cannabis and R. Kelly on the song, but R. Kelly not in the video. It's a more stripped down hip hop video. Like they're in like a bunker of a plane and literally under like the storage facility of the plane. And it's just underbelly, and it's them just having a hip hop dance party. We got this one weird looking dude making some. I don't like it. He makes some weird faces. I don't like this guy. I don't like this dude. I don't know what's wrong with dude. He's dancing. He's good at what he does. He look weird. I don't like him. But Cannabis, just tee and fatigue pants, like just rapping, alongside Wycliffe in the bunker. It was nice. It's cool.
What's the time? It was
very simple. Very simple. Flashy a little bit, like not as flashy as Ghetto Superstar.
No,
right?
No.
Which is Praz's joint. And let's see, Ghetto Superstar was directed by Francis Lawrence. It features stars from the movie Bulworth, including Halle Berry, Oliver Pratt, Joshua Malina. But most notably, you get Warren Beatty coming back with his role. Wait, what did I say, Beatty?
Warren Beatty.
I meant Beatty.
Yeah,
what did I say, Betty?
Betty. Real quick, did you watch the movie?
Yeah, of course. Dude, I at the time thought it was fantastic.
At the time, I was like, this is basura.
But now I've seen it again.
And you're like, now this is basura.
Like, dude, I was really, really on a lot of drugs. I just thought it was like, I don't know. One, Halle Berry, come on.
I mean, Halle Berry.
And it had that hip hop aesthetic, and so there was a lot of that. But it was
what's the name?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, what's the name? The main actor,
Warren
Beatty. See, for me, it's
he like starts rapping and stuff. It's kind of offensive.
It is kind of offensive.
No, I mean, back then I wasn't tapped into it.
No, but I see him as like not that guy. He shouldn't have been that guy.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
no. It's a movie about a white politician who I don't remember what happened. So
I think he tried to get like the black.
He was interested in Halle Berry.
Yeah,
and so
he was like super white.
He's very, very white.
Yeah,
and so he tries to like impress her by like
being like
acting
black, like character.
Yeah, character's a good word for it. Like it's really like, and he's like rapping, like, "Hey, dude, like try to do this thing."
We're talking about like at the time he probably was like 50, 60, and he's rapping. It's a weird movie. Like
it's man, it's like hard to hard, like it's rapping Duke shit.
Yeah.
It's not good, dude. It's not good. It didn't.
He was
soundtrack was amazing.
Yeah, soundtrack was tight. I mean, even Psycho Realm was on that.
Yo, shit, I'm telling you, like, there's like mad. Like, if you go, I didn't bother to look that up to share with y'all, but like straight up, man, like fuck the movie.
Yeah,
listen to the soundtrack. Listen to the soundtrack. But so in the music video, you see Beatty reprising his role as that politician or whatever. But at the beginning, he's like on the podium. He's become president, and suddenly he just like stretches his face out, and bang, it's a mask and it's Prize. The whole time it was Prize, and he's now sworn in as the first black president. It's the a 90s music video, dog. This thing was literally like nominated for MTV Music Video Award Best Rap Video.
Best rap.
I'm telling you, best video from a film. It also received 3 nominations at the 1998 Billboard Music Video Awards Best New Artist Clip for Pop, Rap, and R&B.
Yo, slow down with that junk, man. That's too much accolades for that song, man.
It does not seem kind of when you look back.
God damn.
Yo, but it was a hot record.
It was.
It was a hot record.
Like
the video
that.
wasn't on it like that. So look, as stated, it begins with Bulworth at the podium accepting his inauguration. ODB comes up, daps him up, sees Halle Berry in the crowd. This triggers it. Now he's got to rip his mask off. There's Prize. He's rapping while he's leaving the podium. They run into an elevator. Maya is on the hook. She shows up with like the strong like first lady vibe. She's got like the puffy suit, but she got this big rose on her chest joint. Like she looked like she's supposed to be first lady.
It's crazy because like Maya back then, but Maya now.
I love Maya, dude. I've always been a fan.
No, for me, Maya now is like.
But man, I mean, in that era, think about it. Like we had early. I mean, I know it's not an unfair contrast. It's like an early Pink, but we had like Eve.
Yeah, but we also had Monica.
We had Toni Braxton.
Like
yeah, Monica too, man. Brandy and them.
Brandy, yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? We had Mariah
Carey.
With ODB.
Yeah,
me and Mariah. Go back like babies and pacified.
Even
like, yo, Mariah.
SWB, like.
Fuck. Yeah, SWB.
Yeah, man. Like, you had.
We had Destiny's Child.
Destiny, I mean,
I know. That's why I said it. I said it. But TLC.
TLC,
man. Fucking
Chili, Left Eye. Fucking Left Eye. All of them, man. Like, goddamn, man. We had
shit.
To see, I got to talk to you about the show after the show.
Okay, bet. All right. So anyway, like at the ODB raps in the flashy room, followed by Prize, who takes like the Circle Island concert stage. He's having a concert. Maya then, is singing in front of like this giant screen of like red, white, and blue lights. This is very like Bad Boys 90s, flashy. Yeah. The whole like ODB joins the stage with Prize for the second half, but it's like this really bright video. There's like confetti flying everywhere. Red, white, blue, the shiny silver shit. And the lights, right? With the rings. Like it's that video. Like it's that era.
Man, it is that era.
You know what I mean?
It's Puffy and Mace.
It's Puffy and Mace.
Aluminum tunnel.
And that aluminum tunnel or like the circle of lights. That are flashing.
Yep.
With the shades and the puffy like space suits.
Like floating.
Yeah. Real talk. That is definitely it. So okay, doo-wop, that thing. This video, right? First, the notes. It's directed by Monty Whitbloom and Andy Delaney, Big TV, and it was filmed in Manhattan's Washington Heights and New York City. The song's music video won 4 1999 MTV Music Video Awards, Best Female Video, R&B, Best Art Direction, Best Video of the Year. She won Video of the Year, became the first hip hop video to win that award, made Hill the very first solo black artist to win, second overall following TLC. At the Soul Train Music Awards, video was awarded the Michael Jackson Award for Best R&B, Soul, and Rap Music Video.
That ain't no. I mean, that's an award right there.
No slouch.
Yeah, that's
and rightfully deserved. This video, I think, out of everything we've talked about. Look, I love Ready or Not. It's just gigantic.
It's my favorite video.
But this one is just like, I mean, it's also. What's the word for it? Like it's a place.
It's poignant to me.
It is, but what am I thinking of? It's almost like it's like historical. Mm-hmm. It's like a historic
institution.
It's I guess. Yeah, that's a good way, I guess.
It's in a museum institution.
Like, look, I don't need to go into like scene by scene with this, but like the video is split.
I love that.
The art direction is brilliant.
How it's the two eras.
Yeah.
And then the mixture of the two eras.
Seamless too.
And then what Lauryn Hill is saying about the women and the men and that thing, and like it's like this is
ongoing.
How you think and how they thought.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's such a great song, and me personally, I'm a big fan of like the Mr. Nerva, like like the '60s doo-wop.
Oh,
like,
for sure, man.
So this video with the hair and everything, this video like
Word.
was like right up my alley.
Yeah,
I loved it all the way. Like I love Ready or Not, but I would love just to say I could watch doo-wop. That thing.
It's so good, man. I mean, it reminds me of a lot of TV shows and movies that are placed in this time
and
period.
And I'm not a big positive like hip hop person.
This one's good though.
But this one's, I mean, man, this is a great song. It just is. Bottom line, like I bumped this to this day, and I'm 42, and I'm a guy, and
she's a gifted writer, man. I mean, beyond just like the hook and everything, it's how she's rhyming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she hits this dividend with the men, saying whatever.
Yeah.
The entire song.
Yeah.
But and when you're listening to it, even the way she's flipping it, like it keeps come again.
Yeah.
Come again. Right? Like it's all butter. It's so fucking well written.
No, it's like in all honesty, I think this is my favorite song out of the whole songs that we're
talking about today. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I really love Ready or Not.
I like Ready or Not, but
hold on, that's a game question, I think. But look, the video was split between two eras of New York City, 1967 and 1998, respectively, with aesthetics matching each era, giving homage to the doo-wop soul block party era versus neo-soul Nubian culture of the 90s of hip-hop. 60s Hill is rocking the zebra dress, the beehive hairstyle, like, right? 90s Lauren, she got the denim tank top with the dreads, right? They're both showcasing the block party. So the 1960s, it says like, block party, right? And then the 90s joint, it say 33rd annual block party, right? Like, which is cool. Like they're like the same block party. And she's always been there. Reflective imagery for things such as like seeing like couples from the 60s versus couples of the 90s. Barber shops with the staircase gatherings would look like trio dancers, like doing like quartet stuff, like the overall contrasting vibes. And you already nailed it.
You got like the baggy jeans and the Timbs,
right,
and then you got like the the skirts, the suits, the nice. Everything is just such a
fedoras to caps,
and how they interact with each other.
It's so genius.
It's a great video, great song overall, no flaws. I think it's the perfect song, one of the perfect songs, and all the perfect songs lists that we have. But yeah, and just because Lauren, like Queen, like both sing and rap, like MC Lyte is and Eve and everybody else, but Queen and Lauryn Hill, they got number ones, man, in my heart of hearts. You know what I mean?
100, man. I absolutely just, it's a winner. That whole album is a winner. I mean, and we'll break it down a little bit more.
Don't get me wrong, like Erykah Badu has her thing.
There's another one I forgot to.
Has her thing too, but like
shout out to Erykah Badu,
but not like Lauryn Hill and not like Queen.
She had the balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Erykah went like way this direction. Rod Digger went way that direction.
Yeah.
And she infused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
And kept up really balanced.
That's a good fucking call right there.
Yeah. And that's why, I put her up on top. But we'll talk about some of those other cats here in a moment. I want to quickly talk about highlighted lyrics. Now, obviously, we got 4 songs deep, so it's like we're going to fly through it. But, like, personally, for Ready or Not, though, like, the one thing that I don't know,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Even when Wycliffe opens it, he's just like, "Now that I'm awake, sleep, walk away," right? But like for me, it is Lauren. I play my enemies like a game of chess, where I rest no stress, and she hits this nest, Flesh Elliott nest, she hits that shit.
But to be honest,
it's the last bar she hits though. She's like, "While you out there imitating Al Capone, I'll be Nina Simone and defecating on your microphone." Fuck, dog, she's so good. That was it. Hot bar, dog. And it says everything.
That was
about her.
That was it right there. But in all honesty, though, my God, it's Ready or Not.
It's just the hook, right?
That's the one thing that everybody remembers.
She knocks it,
man.
She knocks it,
and man. And it's honestly like
in my opinion, it's like Praz is like, even though it's a shorter verse, it's like his
yeah,
best verse,
yeah,
right?
It is his best verse.
You know, like out of everything he's done, like
right,
Superfly,
right.
True Lies, Do Or Die,
The way
Toss
he
Me High,
flows.
Pup Live with my crew from La Kai.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love you from Guantanamo. Dance around the border like I'm Cassius Clay. Yes, sir. Yo, Praz kills it. Yo, what's kicking rhyme, sipping moonshine? Like Wycliffe just fucking bodied. Yo, everybody did their thing on the record. I love Ready or Not shit.
But honestly, like it's Lauryn Hill's, man.
She owns the record, man. Like, she owns the record.
I feel like, and another one that does that we kind of left out, my bad, is Sonnet. You know, like
our homie.
Yeah, she sings and
flows, man.
Yeah, which is
and keeps that balance and is able to do both extremely well.
Which is like, you know, a talent that I don't.
Shout out the Glocks out there.
Yeah, man, for real.
No, we love you, man. I'm gonna try to find real quick. Wycliffe Gone. Let's see if we can pop that up real quick.
All I get from that song.
That's not an overall vibe.
It's just Gone to November. I'll be gone to November. That's like everything that comes. That I remember.
And he says, and give a kiss to my mother. Send a kiss for my mother.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
I do like the part where he does the reference to the Lost Boys on that, and the knocking on heaven's door joint. And I think the video helps build some of this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like a record goes, it's not like
the memorable thing is Gone to November,
and I would say the same for the hook on Ghetto Superstar. Like that's the thing that heads remember the most, right?
Superstar.
I you know, as far as the verses go, like it's that second part where ODB comes back in. What does he say there? Where he's like, well, I'm paranoid at the things I say, wondering what's the penalty from day to day. I'm hanging out, partying with girls that never die. You see, like I don't know, He encompasses the beat. He owns the beat.
Sometimes ODB just comes at you with surprises, man. You're like, yo.
I mean, Praz's was dope. Like he flows dope.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Praz.
But there's nothing standing out against what ODB's doing.
Well, no, there's nothing.
And what Maya's doing.
Not even that, but nothing standing out with what Praz did.
I know it sucks so bad. I feel so bad. When we get to that, we're gonna dissect it a little deeper in a moment. But we're gonna wrap it up with Lauryn Hill's doo-wop. All right, so real quick, the lyrics on doo-wop, that thing. So it's a lot. It's been 3 weeks since you've been looking for your friend, the one that let you hit it and then never called again. I really do like. Oh yeah, remember when he told you he was about to Benjamin? Fuck.
It's a lot. It's like the whole verse.
Girl, that is showing off your ass because you think it's a trend girlfriend. Let me break it down for you again.
Yeah.
You know I only say it because I'm truly genuine.
Yeah.
Don't be hard rock when you really are a gem. Don't be hard rock when you really are a gem. Yeah, the fucking jewels she's dropping.
See, this is why I'm like, yo, man, like, look, man, this is me being biased. I come from a time of actual queens where there was no twerking, there was no look at me and how scandalous I am. You came at us with your voice. The caliber and sound of your voice and the words that came from your brain. Now, you know, I love what hip hop as it is, and don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and preach. I love me some I Need a Freak, you know. Like slob of mine now.
No, we love Gangsta Boo.
I love all that. We love
a little. I love a little bit of Trini.
But there's no balance.
I love me a little Kim Foxy.
Right, but there's no balance today. Right,
it's all. I hear what you're saying. It's nothing but where is our queen?
Yeah, and we need
If
we had, I don't know. I'm not gonna mansplain shit, but from my observation, feel like the generation of women that grew up with queens are queens. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I respect what you're saying, though, man, because it is a different energy.
It is a different.
I mean, think about the fellas that are out here. It's all this fucking drill shit. Just remember, just using all the drugs.
Just remember, like when we have people like Lauryn Hill and Queens, and what's the most major thing right now is ratchetness.
Yeah, proud.
So you had proud ratchet compared to proud Queens.
Yeah.
You tell me who I'm choosing.
Yeah. That's all it is.
But yeah, man.
Second verse is dedicated to the men more concerned with his rims and his Tims and his women. Yo, dude, I don't know. What's the one line right here? I know where it is. I gotta find it real quick. She says, "How you gonna win when you went?" And the way she does this, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Be men, You hear her in the background say,
Beam
"Beam in.
yeah,
How you
yeah.
gonna win when you ain't right within, brethren? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Come again." Like, yo, it's just the way she does it, dog.
She drops gems and jewels for
making sure you hear this
on both verses, right?
Yo, I thought it was even. It was fair. It doesn't sound biased. It doesn't sound like favoritism. It's just jewels for the people. Yo, I don't know, man. I thought that shit was just so fly.
Look, I'm gonna put it like this. Bottom line, I guess, with so many words. We need you, Lauryn Hill. We need you back in the game. We need to come back.
She gave us a jewel on, what was that? Was that King's Disease 3?
Yeah.
Was it the other Magic album? I don't remember.
I think it was both.
She shows up on one for sure.
I think on 2 she showed.
Well, whichever
one for sure.
She's got a verse on that. She's not singing.
Yeah, the King's Disease. I think
that's right, because she sings on one, she raps on the other. You're right.
Yeah.
The one where she raps, whichever album. And I'm sorry, I'm having to mix up because I mixed them up. I thought it was King's Disease 3.
I think it is.
She got the best verse on the whole album.
Man. Yeah,
fucking kills it.
That's what I'm saying. We need you back. Just revolutionize the game. Yeah, you're the only one who can, man.
Fuck that, man. Let's go ahead and get into our games here, man.
Because we're like a minute.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half, but we're doing 4 episodes in one shit.
Like a minute 30.
Yo, we gotta roll with it. But look. So let's hit the games. All right. So we're talking about singles only. All right. So aside from the hit single "Ready or Not," what other chart-topping single is your favorite by the Fugees and why? Now, I will just say, if you want to generalize that in a single from any of these cats, it's fine by me. But what's the other single that's not on our list that we already did, our 4 songs today? What's the record?
Oh, for one?
Yeah, you got to pick one. Singles by the Fugees.
Oh, man.
Or, again, single by Wycliffe, Prize, Lauryn Hill. What's the other record? It doesn't have to be, and it can be from the score too if you want to do that. Because I know this is a lot to absorb.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. My favorite out of because you said not the ones we already did, right?
Yeah, it can't be one of these 4 songs.
Son of a bitch.
What's the other record? What's the other record?
God, that's hard, man.
I know.
Could it be a remix?
It can be a remix. Ooh, it's got to be a single.
Son of a bitch.
Because that's the deep cuts. Deep cuts is coming.
Man.
And I do give the remixes their fair moment in the sun.
I can't call it.
I mean,
I can't call it because there's One Time I Made Out, which is amazing. There's also the Staying Alive, which is amazing.
That's a fun one, yeah.
And there's fucking
I mean,
what's the name? I can't take my eyes off of you.
Shit, that's Lauryn Hill's joint.
Lauryn Hill. Fucking there's. I mean, oh god, man, there's just so much, man. I couldn't even tell you.
I think I know the answer, man. I think for me anyway, I think I know. I just need to confirm that it was in fact a single, right? I don't want to be disrespectful here and then just sit here cheating, man. It's gotta be Lauryn Hill's Lost Ones for me. I know. Random. Lost Ones. You might win some, but you just lost one.
Yeah,
you might win some, but dude, that beat and how she does bum. What's the name of that record? Oh my god! But she and a lot of heads at that era, Big Pun did that too. What about Pun?
Yeah.
Rude boy, salute with your guns. But her shit, calm down. You just lost one.
Yeah,
shit.
See, I don't know, man.
Shit.
Because honestly, to be honest, man, fucking Strumming My Pain.
Killing Me Softly, bro.
That's
it's the record. It's the first. That was the first time I actually heard Fugees. That was the first time I heard them.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But see, that is, I
didn't know they were necessarily even a rap crew because of it, right? I mean, Boogie fucking bodies.
Yeah. See, that's why I say it's like Diggable Planets in a way.
Yeah.
You're wait, is this jazz or is this? You know what I mean? So I go with Killing Me
That's
Softly.
fair.
Yeah, that's
because you probably thought I was gonna say Fuji La, right?
Yeah,
like, cause that record is legit.
Yeah, that.
But if I'm pulling from the pool, dude, I don't know, man. Lost Ones just sticks out for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really fuck with that one.
I mean, a lot. That's a good one too.
I like that one a lot, man. I do. Yeah, so as far as the deep cuts, right? Aside from the songs that did garner those chart positions and/or music videos, what is your favorite record off of? Ooh, I did this on purpose because otherwise we'll be biased. What is your favorite record off of each?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So for me, I got actually.
Which one we start with? We start with the score, right? I think that's fair, right? That's the first one that came.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, but
so not a single though. So that means no Ready or Not, no Fuji La, no Killing Me Softly, no Woman No Cry. Like, we can't do those. So that leaves us with How Many Mics, Zealots, The Beast, Family Business with John Fonte and Omega, The Score with Diamond D, The Mask, Cowboys, featuring the Outsiders, which at the time, Outsiders also included Rod Digga, which I did not know was a member of the Outsiders.
I didn't know that either.
That's the group that fucking Eminem came up with. I thought that was not came up with, but who, you know,
wasn't that Tupac?
Came up with. No, you're thinking of the Outlaws.
Outlaws.
No, Outsiders is like Young Z.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, As Is. They're an underground group. That's what I'm saying. Mama Sam, Mama Sa, Mama Kusa.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, which is where they get that from, right?
I would go with probably The Score.
I'm 100% without any hesitation going with How Many Mics.
How many mics? That's
because we say many money and this many, and that beat is so fucking it's so grimy.
Yeah, you're right. No,
and Lauren comes in busting. Wycliffe coming busting. Like, it's fucking vicious.
No, that's a song.
I think for the score, like they opened it right. Like if they weren't gonna do Ready or Not, like they do How Many Mics.
Yeah. All right, then what's the next album?
So in order, it's Wycliffe's Carnival. Presents the Carnival. He's got mad singles though. Like the singles include Staying Alive, Anything Can Happen, Guantanamera, Gone Till November, Cheated, To All the Girls, and Gunpowder.
No, I like.
I think you and I might be on the same page with it, but we'll see.
I like Saint Fezzi the best.
You do like Saint Fezzi the best.
The best.
You know what? I remember you saying that earlier that your favorite record off of it, you don't even know the words to. Look, it's a dope. The beat is dope.
Yeah, Street Jeopardy would be my next one.
Street Jeopardy, bro, with John Forte and Rock.
Because I understand Street Jeopardy, but with the fact that I don't understand Saint Fezzi and I like it, that's just where it's at. You know what I mean? For me. But like out of that whole album though, like
we're gonna need more guns and more killing.
Yeah.
We need more shooting people, okay?
The way you said it too.
So gangster.
So gangster. Oh man, that was cool.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, I love it, dude.
So that's my thing, Saint Fezzi on that shit.
All right. Shout out to Saint Fezzi. What about You're the Dragon, Lauryn Hill?
I mean,
that one was pretty dope.
They're good, but nothing music.
All of the Lauryn Hill ones are like the lesser.
Yeah, it's
which
weird.
Is mad disappointing.
Yeah, it's like what happened there.
Wycliffe showed up. I don't know. That's really, really, really interesting though. So that brings us to Ghetto Superstar, the album.
Oh well, I mean, you know, like
besides, and I think the only single is Ghetto Super. No, wow. Okay, so we can't do Avenues, Blue Angels, or What You Gonna Want to Do. I liked What You Want to Do though. That was all right.
And so for me, and this is the bold. See, okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't hear the album. I glanced over it. I heard the Bulwark soundtrack. So that's what I'm basing.
Ooh, what you got? What you got on Bulwark?
So I got on Bulworth. I actually got 4 songs that are my favorite.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
So Lunatics in the Grass, which is Psycho Realm.
Yeah.
Freak Out.
Yeah.
And Eva Destruction by Eve.
Yeah, which at the time she was Death Row Records, and that's why they called her Eva Destruction.
Yeah. And then
she got pulled out of that, went to Rough Rider.
And then Chase by RZA. And they talk about. They were Prodigy, Meth, and KRS. Shit, boy.
Zoom with Dr. Dre and LL Cool J.
Zoom was also a good one
It was a
too.
music video too, man.
Yeah, Zoom was a good one too. I have that.
I kind of feel like I'm cheating on this, man, but like, fucking Run. Dude, I love Run by Capadonna.
The only
That beat is so
the only
nasty.
problem was that like on Apple it's not on the soundtrack,
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, so I had to actually go to YouTube to find it, which I did.
Run is so good.
But the problem with YouTube is that the quality of MP3 is like so muted and like it's like you know what I mean. But the quality on the Billboard soundtrack,
it's a simple.
It's a good loop. It's
when you see the cops, you better run.
But it's Capadonna. So
Capo fucking kills it. And that beat is super vicious, dude.
Yeah, man. Which leads to the happy Woo year coming up.
No, man, it's approaching.
Yeah.
It's approaching. Yeah, man. Honestly, like, it's just like it is one after the other. It's just dope ass fucking things. Yo, shout out to Witch Doctor, man. What was that? Witch Doctor's Dungeon Family. That's Outkast shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
I heard his
I know
album.
Dungeon Family. I don't know the names. Of the guys.
I was digging. I wanted to study more Dungeon Family shit, and so I was looking up like Cool Breeze and all of the cats.
Cool
Remember
Breeze,
that?
Yeah, Black Ice.
Black Ice, man. That's
Goody Mob.
Goody Mob, man. Oh my God, Cell Therapy, all of it,
Yeah.
all of it. My God, yo, but Witch Doctor actually had like a really dope, hyper slept on album. Because I don't mean anything, no disrespect, but who the fuck is Witch Doctor?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't.
He's
know
like on one song on Aquemini.
Yeah, I'd have to like. I don't.
Which
even
one
know
is that?
what song.
Mamacita, Papadana.
That was one I didn't like.
Really? You didn't like that one?
Well, I'm not a big fan of Coming Night like that.
Fuck that. That was my first time hearing them, dude. I'm late, but like, no, dude.
No, see.
How you doing donuts around the suckers like the circles around titties? Damn. Get about it down.
The Wheels of Steel.
Yeah, I fucking love Wheels of Steel, man.
See, that's
the mainstream joint.
But that's Aliens. Aliens is for me.
I know.
It's for me number one.
Elevators, like how we did, give us a representation.
Yeah,
we can keep it long like them slim ass
cigarettes
from Virginia.
But
that's once again, we're gonna that record is so good.
No, but that's not you. No,
you're
right. No, I'm thinking of the first one too.
Yeah, I throw your hands in the air. You want to bring it back to That is my record.
God damn, that record, man.
Yo, man, Matt, Ted, sorry, man. We are going to do an Outkast episode at some point for sure. Like, we haven't done it yet. It's kind of baffling, but yeah, it's happening.
We're almost 2 hours in, man.
I know, bro. I told you it was going to be a hot minute. We got to get to the rest of the games. All right, fuck it. All right, so we got a prize. The prize, look, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, work in progress. Now, what about the record from El Boogie, though? That isn't a single. Shit. Like, that's tough, man. Miseducation. I mean, just about all of them. Lost One, X Factor, Zion.
I have,
Nothing Ever Matters, Everything's Everything, Can't Take My Eyes Off It. All
I have X Factor, to Zion, That Thing, Final Hour, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
So those are all singles, man. I mean, so you got, Final Hour.
Final Hour. Yeah, that's the one that ain't.
When It Hurts So Bad. That one's dope. I used to love him, the Mary J. Blige one. I just like the idea.
Yeah.
These are two
Queens,
massive legends, queens of our time.
Not a big fan of the song, but the idea.
You know what I think I like also more so even. I mean, I love all of the songs. The singles are the ones that really hit me, man. The skits in this, like the whole miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
I like the one where it's the one after. That thing where it's like
talking about love.
Yeah, tell me what does love mean to you?
What does love mean? Yeah. How old do you think those kids were?
Like 7, 9, 8.
You know what I'm saying? Well spoken, a lot of them, but
very like innocent view of
so
love,
cute.
Right?
It's very sweet. I absolutely adore what she did with the miseducation, Miss Lauryn Hill, right? Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And you get the woman's perspective of a lot of things, right? And that's sort of the idea with this. But it's a classroom. And they sat down and had a study and then chopped this thing up into like 5 or 6 skits, right? Like maybe 3, I don't know. But they're all so genuinely wholesome and good.
That's the thing, genuinely wholesome. Like, that's one thing that I do. That's why I say, like, Queens, and we need Lauryn back because she
is wholesome.
She brought about, like, it's for me, right? Like for me, and this is just how I see it, my perspective. Like a Black Panther feel to hip hop, where it's like she cares about her community to the fullest. She wants the future generations to be educated, you know, and you can hear this in her music, you can hear this in her whole like journey. But that's why I dig her so much, because the whole education towards the new generation is a revolutionary act if you do it correctly. Amen, she's doing it, man, and that's why she educated me through the song. This is a mostly R&B album too, so it's not like
it's well blended.
Yeah, so it's for like, and this is why I go back to it. Was like kids our age, our generation, we can get down with R&B because R&B was the shit, man.
R&B records that were hot, if they didn't have somebody, they're remixed. But they infused hip hop, 90s hip hop, and we're talking about Wu-Tang, Nas, Mobb Deep, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no slouch, like Dog Pound Gangsters, like you know, these are our R&B songs. You know, fucking hell, man.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, man. That's why, you know, Lauryn Hill to me is up there, because she represents the 90s to me more than anything else.
Yeah, man, I think that's solid, man.
And not to mention, like, me and one of my exes used to listen to that album, Miseducation, and there's a lot of songs there that, you know, we're like, we share, you know. So yeah, it brings back good memories. That's what I'm saying. It's a great album. Check it out.
It brings me, I mean, out of all of these, I mean, the score is they must listen to if you are a hip hop head. But if you slept on Miseducation, like, take your time.
You gotta listen
after this episode and bump Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, hands down. Now, if we're gonna get into the verses, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. I think. Well, maybe let's see. In the verses, I want to do the album order ranking. From the 4 albums that we're talking about, right? The Score, The Carnival, Ghetto Superstar, Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. What's the order? What's the order?
Right, best to worst. The worst. Miseducation is the best for me.
You're putting Miseducation above the Score.
The Score is the second. Third is Bulwark. And
the third is Wyclef.
The third is Wyclef. Fourth is Bulwark.
Yeah. Now, I mean, and if we're talking about Ghetto Superstar, the album, it's like, it's like legitimately, like, here's the list, and it's like so far down under this table. Dude, I mean, just one of the most disappointing things I've heard in recent times, man, is that Ghetto Superstar.
Man, that sucks, man.
I really wanted. I love Praz, and like, I know he could stand up toe to toe if he wants to, and he gave us just a bunch of trash.
Well, that's the same when there's like most recent album too. And I was like, what's going on here?
I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. Do your thing to make your paper, boo boo. But like for me, man, you kind of really just like.
Yeah.
I wanted Prize as I understood it.
Yeah, no, I feel.
And I got something different. That's just me.
That's the same.
But I'm putting the Score above Miseducation.
No, I can understand that. I can understand.
That's tough.
I can understand.
I love it.
No, I get it. I'm right there because they're both kind of equal to me.
They're definitely the two to talk about and have this argument about. No, I mean, Carnival's dope.
Yeah.
Money said, like, you know, Score 2.0 or whatever. Maybe, but like there are some definite records there, but it's definitely like we got a gap, and the gap is like we got 2 of them tightly beside each other, the Score and Miseducation, and then we got a gap with Carnival, but then it's just like a drop off of Prize, right?
Yeah, man, it's a big thing. So that's why I'm like, I stick to that order.
Now, what about the artist order ranking? I think you already made your statement. You putting Boogie over everybody. I think there's no argument. But who's middle? Is Wyclef or is it Prize?
It's Wyclef.
It's got to be, right? Like it's legit in that order.
Yeah, pretty much the last.
Yeah. I think in our discussion we've conveyed this.
Yeah. But again, Prize came correct on the on that album.
Particularly like with Ready or Not, but like there's a bunch of other spots where Prize shines.
Yeah.
You know, I genuinely enjoy Prize.
Yeah.
But that era, I don't know what happened. Something happened, boy. Respect to him, trying to do what you want to do. This is your music, your art, your paper, get your money, man. But like, damn, man, I would have gone a different route with it. Now. Again, pioneers of live instrumentation, right? There was other ones that did it before. There was others that came after. these are the ones that I think have the most prevalent. I'm talking about stage performances. You got live instrumentation there with you. You got Sugar Hill Gang. You got the Roots. You got the Coop. I'm thinking Outkast. And I mean, if I'm missing somebody,
Diggable Planets.
Diggable Planets belongs in there. Who's the other live instrumentation? They do a lot of live instrumentation. They got a lot of DJing though.
No, guitars.
A lot of guitars, yeah. Oh yeah, what's my man's name with the bongos and shit? Bobo. Yeah, shout out to Willie Bobo.
And Ice-T's got a lot of guitar.
Well, yeah, because he does a lot of that rock shit.
So like,
but what's the live instrumentation hip hop act to see?
Well, I haven't seen the Fugees and I haven't seen Diggable Planets.
But you've seen videos and all of that. And we've only seen out of this bunch one that I know of.
Yeah,
we saw Black Thought and the Roots.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen Cypress. And
you've seen Cypress.
But for me,
we almost saw Diggable. It didn't work out.
Nothing but Cypress.
Cypress has a live show?
Yeah, stage presence, it's amazing.
I think when we're in the vein of like the Fugees, like I gotta...
And I don't think we're ever gonna see them like live either.
I hope I do. I hope I
do too, man. I love the Fugees, but I mean, the Pros facing 20 years.
Yeah.
And Wyclef and Lauren not really getting along.
What's my man's name from the Roots? I always forget the band members' names. There's a lot of like super cool cats in there, man. But there's I'm not good with the names. There's my man with the tuba.
With the afro.
No, that's Questlove on the drums, man. Fucking genius right there. He's an encyclopedia.
I'm not good with the names of the Roots, man.
He's an iPod, basically. Questlove is amazing. He's brilliant. No, but my man, he performs on the tuba.
The show.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
This is a guy.
Yeah, he was in the back.
Who's like keeping up with Black Thought on stage. And he's jumping. And it's a fucking tuba.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. Personally, I think that the Roots they need their props on the live performance shows, man. With the live instrumentation.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like that squad rolls thick, and like, dude, and they're doing like the whole late night shit. Like, I
think that I go with Cypress more just because like Cypress has a rock element to it.
Yeah, and it's like a rock and roll show.
So it's a little bit more lively than just one guy like rapping.
Yeah, I got you.
They're like running all over. They're jumping off the stage. There's music or lights in the background. Yeah. Like, so it's more of like, that's why
it's more like rock concert. It's got more that energy.
Yeah, for me, show wise, to this day, like it's both.
It's the songs I would know better too. Personally.
Yeah, it's Cypress and Wu both have good stage presence, and Nas had good stage presence too.
I like Nas' shows,
but Wu and Cypress to me are the best.
I have the most fun at the Bone concerts though, man. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I mean, they have a by the book playlist. Like they do. Every show I've seen, they do a play-by-play with what they're gonna do, and like the little bits that they do, like they rarely change that up. But it's just a fun fucking show.
Yeah.
They've worked with a lot of big artists, and so they take time in the middle of the show to like dedicate it to Eazy-E, dedicate it to Biggie, dedicate it to Tupac, and like they'll do like their song and then their song that they featured with, right? And it's just really cool because the crowd gets crazy for it, right? And they have these specific things they do on hooks for specific songs. Like I know now, whenever I hear a song on the album, I know exactly how they're gonna do it live. Like put them up, giddy up, like whatever, like all that stuff. But anyway, I digress. The Roots was rocking it, man. My man with the tuba gets the extra credit. I do want to see a Cypress show.
Yeah, and the Cypress is really
because I might change my tune in an episode or two. You know,
Cypress is a great show.
So hip hop trios. We got a couple of trios out there.
Too many, man.
I shortened the list, man. I shortened the list. Easy peasy. We got Deltron. All right, that's Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Koala, Dan the Automator. Right, so we got DJ and all that. We got Do or Die, all right, which is a trio out of Chicago.
Yeah, but Deltron is one MC.
It's one MC.
Like
Do or Die is three MCs.
Yeah.
Maybe we scratch Deltron off of this. What about the Fat Boys? Fat Boys is a classic. Little Brother is three cats. We got Lords of the Underground again with a DJ. I understand. The Locks is three.
Tried.
It's three MCs.
Two, yeah.
And there's four cats in that group.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah, true.
If not more, right? And then we got Migos. We got Migos. So I mean, out of that little list right there.
See the list again?
We got so Deltron. We're scratching.
Yeah.
We're scratching. We got Do or Die, the Fat Boys, Little Brother, Lords of the Underground, the Locks, Migos.
I mean, I grew up with Lords, man.
Yeah, Lords of the Underground out of that.
Here come the Lords.
Here come the Lords. Oh man!
But if it's not them, if it's not Lords, it is what's listening? Where's listening? It is Do or Die.
Do or Die is my shit too.
Yeah.
Do you want to ride
again,
in the backseat of
I
a
had no
car?
idea
Slapping it up with Do or
I
Die.
had no idea that was Rap-A-Lot Records.
Yeah, dog.
It's that Scarface,
Yeah.
Jay Prince,
Yeah.
Boys, man.
Fucking Heads or Tails, like their album, they got
Board
two
Boy.
albums. They got 2 albums that are
Man,
bangers,
yeah, man.
bangers.
Face Mob.
All right. Now we have a lot of female rappers out there. We know, we understand, but we want something from that Lauryn Hill poll, right? And so I'm thinking, and tell me if I miss somebody, but we got Rod Digger, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Jean Grey. On a smaller scale, we got Baha Media, we got Nonchalant.
You're missing Cardi B.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're missing Little Kim.
I didn't miss it.
All right, no.
Yeah.
These are all great MCs. This is the list right here.
This is right here.
Great MCs. I already said MC Light is one of my ones. Queen Latifah is my other one. Bahama Idea. That one and Nonchalant. Man, god damn.
It's
Rod Digger though.
Rod
That's
Digger.
like, and Jean Grey. I mean,
yeah, boss. The other ones have to die. You'll never see them again. Just playing, ladies. You know I love you.
I mean, you know what it is, man.
It's either
I'm down with the Queen, man.
I knew you were gonna say Queen, man. I really feel like I gotta give it to MC Light. I feel like
MC Light's right after, but
like, I know. It's gonna be one or the other, right? Like as far as the other ones,
Georgie
Porgy, man. I mean, but when you listen to what she's rapping about and how she raps,
yeah, man, yeah.
Like I feel like Rod Digger begat MC Light,
yeah.
and then MC Light begat Lauryn Hill, right? Like I feel
no, you mean MC Light begat
from Rod Digger and then Lauryn, right? Like you go like that, right?
Yeah.
Lauryn comes from this.
Yeah.
Well, Rod Digger at the same time, right? But I feel like Lauryn encompassed.
But Queen Latifah.
I know there's a lot. Honestly, if you were to take Queen Latifah and MC Light and fuse them and make a 90s baby,
that's it right there. That's why I said Queen and MC Light are like,
they are interchangeable sometimes.
Yeah. They.
But now, if you got the 3 of them in the room and you only got to rock with one of them, you got Light, Queen,
that's fun, man. That's fun.
That's hard, right? Like, which one's the best of the 3? Like, who takes it? I think that Lauryn's the evolution of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly,
I'm going back to MC Light.
If I had to chill with any one of them, and
if I got to kick it, Lauryn Hill ain't gonna want to talk to me. She can't stand white people.
I know. I think I'd get that. I think I'd have the most fun with Queen.
I would have the most fun kicking it with Queen Latifah, bro.
And like me and MC Light can talk about like, you know, the hip hop structure.
I just want to hear her. I just want to hear her tell me stories, man.
And then
I would actually have just like a funny conversation.
And then with Lauryn Hill, I wouldn't say anything. I just sit there and write with her. Like that's all.
Kind of dope.
Yeah, but you know, I ain't gonna lie.
Give me a little musical theory. Like, what are your records? Let's just chop it up and like you pick things and we'll talk.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I have the hots with Queen Latifah, even though she don't go this way.
It don't matter, man. Queen was bomb.
That's why I like my eyes.
Light had her moment too, and Lauryn has Lauryn's face
with the roughnecks.
Gotta get a roughneck. That video is kind of hot though. Yeah, on her part.
I like her fashion. I like her fashion. Like in that.
It's like a whole bunch of muscle.
Yeah,
that's not what I meant.
It was like the flannel, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's hood chick.
Yeah.
Like straight up street chick. No, I always fucking like her. She's dope. Mm-hmm. Light's dope. All right. So Haitian descent, right? We got to give her, represent to our people from Hades. Coming out of the Fuji camp. Much respect. There are other Haitian descent artists that we should pay homage to, respects. But who's the one to come out on top? We got Capone from Capone and Noriega. J Live, underground rapper, super dope. Max B, which I did not know was Haitian, but I can see it makes sense. Saigon, Vince Staples, Pastor Troy, Tony Yayo.
Saigon.
Saigon.
I didn't even know he was, but I
didn't know he was
Saigon
Haitian
is
until
my
I
guy.
looked into it today.
Saigon is my guy.
Saigon is a fucking
Yeah, he's
beast.
my guy.
I mean, out of all of these, he's the spitter.
Yeah, he is the spitter.
He is the spitter. And Capone is dope, and I always like Capone better than Noriega.
Ain't happening, Captain.
But J Live has some great records. He's a hip hop dude. He has the ability. Like, I've watched him in a live performance where he's rapping while he's DJing. Like he's like making an entire record. It's fucking crazy.
Saigon.
Yeah, Saigon's the guy.
Shut down.
All right, moving on. All right, our remixes, right? So we got Nappy Head's remix. All right, Mona Lisa, Boom Biddy Bye Bye remix with Cypress Hill. Fuji La with the John Forte Fuji Camp remix. No Woman No Cry, Steve Marley. These are all solid, and I think that you and I have even argued. Like, you think that the Fuji La with John Forte version, you like that one better than the actual record. Bro.
Yeah. It is what
I
it is.
definitely think Boom Biddy Bye Bye remix
Boom Biddy Bye Bye
is better than the record.
Yeah, I see.
Definitely. But like, I think Nappy Head's remix is better than the original. The Marley one, I can go either way with it. I like both of them. It's kind of the same vibe. You just get Stevie in there with it, right?
It's pretty much the same.
But which one is the best one?
I mean,
that's tough. I mean, in my opinion, like, it really does come down to the Nappy Heads joint, Boom Biddy Bye Bye.
I gotta go Boom Biddy Bye Bye.
I just absolutely fucking...
Right.
I know we've talked about it. I say pistola. No, you got beat. Yo, when the Cubans meet the Haitians.
It's a perfect combination.
And verbal lyrical assassinations.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Not to mention they run Soul Assassins as well.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, man, like, I
Yo,
go
duck
with,
as I pluck the feathers from your skin. How you gonna win? That's like Satan with no sin.
Yeah,
yo, Wycliffe did his thing on that, man. Yo, be real, watch it.
Even Lauryn Hill did
just in the back, just doing a thing, right? Just cooling, like, ha, ha. Yo.
But Lauryn Hill, like, she can come in and rock the fucking hook on anything and just
dip out, like, it'd be good.
I mean, we went with the Nas, man, that if I rule
the
world, that's fucking
it's brilliant.
Yeah, man.
There's a little more interaction here. Like, you'll hear, like, one point, who was it? Maybe it was Wycliffe that said it, but you hear her with them. They all died in the flood.
Yeah.
So good, right? Be real, watch it back. Yo, it's so good. But, like, yeah, I think so. But that Nappy, yo,
that was a great one too, man.
That beat is fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that beat is solidified for me in another record, which we will legit be talking about next month, because we gotta wrap it up, man.
Yeah, we do gotta wrap it
up. Yo,
up.
it's 2 hour long.
I know, man. Peace out, homies.
Guys, thank you for supporting. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out and respect these albums. Next month, it's the holiday season. We're gonna do one episode like this. Maybe it won't be 2 hours long, but we're gonna do another handful of records that encompass the holiday season. We'll talk about it.
And then we're going back to...
And then we get back to our weeklies, because this is stressful.
Yeah, man. I'm like anxious right now. Like, this is gonna even come out.
Well, even look, it's gonna blow up again. This, man. It's by now we're just
all over the place, right?
Glitching, right? Like,
we
the audio's dead.
Probably are.
Man, we out of here.
We out of here.
Appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the holidays, yo.
Peace.
Peace.